Alright, so got it. Everything's working normally again. I don't know what was going on other than retrograde, but I restarted. Everything's good. So yesterday I purchased the put there. My calls are like so out of the money. I'm like pretty confident that they won't. You know, maybe, I mean, they're cost average down enough that they could make some money, but not. I don't think we're gonna go like that high. That's for sure. In any case, I bought that put here because I saw this drop below that support level, roughly 385.70 yesterday, and I figured I probably was a little late on the timing there because it happens a lot during retrograde. So I bought the put. Looks like I would have had another opportunity anyways, but it was a good idea to buy the put, right? And as planned, we took a big drop. I just expected this drop to happen overnight rather than right before the close. So overnight, and then we had more dropping to here. Sold the puts there, and now I'm just sitting there. I'm not looking to open up new positions. It's been late. Wait till the third and I start trading again. Hey. We do yes or no questions on the free reading stuff. Say, you want to reword the question, rephrase the question so it's yes or no? That's for Zalia. Hey, Caroline. Is Karen attracted to me? no. Sorry, Azalea. I got a cruelty card. It's a no. Hey, Caroline. So, as far as the reading for today goes, well, what happened? Right, so we had that big drop. I would have expected it overnight, but it happened just before the close. In any case, purchased the puts there, sold the puts there, a little early, a little late and a little early, but still a nice chunk of change there. And now I'm just sitting on those severely out of the money calls that I purchased and cost average down on. I'm just looking for opportunity for those to be like at even, or depending on what's going on with the market, like a little bit above even, which I should be able to get them to even just based on the cost averaging down. And that's the idea, is to do a split and then bank on the volatility going back in the opposite direction at some point, which usually happens during retrograde. This doesn't seem to be one of them. You know, then you basically the side that you would have lost on, you end up getting back that investment at least, or some on top of it. You're welcome, Zaylee. So, and then we should revisit a support level, it looks like here, which is a past opportunity. They're selling, this is an important card, they're selling Queen of Cups energy still, but I should have been able, in this right here, I should have been able to determine with more clarity that the high was going to be here at the end of the day somewhere, just based on the fact that these correlations, these are both correlated to the Queen of Cups. There's no high correlation on the timeline, but we correlate to the Queen of Cups and Queen of Cups energies at the end of the day. So that would, you know, that would infer that the high would be towards the end of the day. There's definitely a big move. It looks like that was the big move. We had a big move around 3 o'clock. However, it looks like I probably said to the other direction. Matter of fact, where is this? This is at... Oh, that's at 310. Okay. Well, I'm sure I said there was a crest or a peak here, and then we should drop. What should happen is we should drop right around the close, selling from the crest. Caroline, have we met before or no? I mean, I know you from your comments and whatnot. Thank you for all those likes, by the way. That was really awesome. I'm just curious, have we met in real life or no? This is a maybe card, so we probably open around the same levels. But there's a dip in the pre-market tomorrow. There's the bottom of a range, it looks like, and then we have a rally that starts early on. I'm sure it'll happen at some point. Like, all you guys are kind of like my, I don't know, like the OGs, if you will. But like a year from now, y'all will be like the people that helped me get this thing rolling, really, you know? We're definitely getting a curve, like an exponential curve in our views and our watch time. Yeah, the average of our views is definitely going up quite substantially. It probably doubled. So our average was like 150, 175 a day, and now our average is probably closer to so there's a pop here. Remember, brief opportunity before high, before failure, I should say. So maybe if we don't have a turnaround and revisit this level here, then we'll probably do that tomorrow morning. Matter of fact, that's likely what will happen, because we're going to see the bottom of a range here, right? We had this as a sneak preview card for today, the oppression card, right? So at the bottom of a range, so this is the bottom of a range, right? We expected to be there at the bottom of a range at first thing in the morning, and we kind of did that. And so now we're coming off of that that move, but in the midst of this big move to the upside, there should be some preparation for selling from near overbought territory on RSI and revisiting a support level. And if we don't revisit the support level at the end of the day today, which looks like we've got about 12 minutes to do so, then I would say we revisit it tomorrow with this, because the oppression card spoke of this price of the bottom of a range, right? And then we have the oppression card the very next day, early on in the day as well. I think we probably will start off the day lower. But my God, it would be so awesome to see like a big rally out of the end of the month here. The 27th is that unicursal, and we see it on the 1 days on the 28th, I believe. 28th here, and then we see it again. Where was it? Oh, actually, that's probably in November that I was looking at. I see the unicursal a few times in November, but not on the 1 month, I believe. Let me double check that. Oh, there is a unicursal in November. About October. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to get out of this 10-minute chart. I like to look at it as small as possible. But it's helpful, guys, to look at different time frames charts, because it helps you to determine if you've got further to go in a trend. But this could very well be the selling from overbought territory. Hey, Philip. So yeah, I was just saying earlier how I should have, I should have seen that this is going to be a high at the end of the day, just based on the correlations here. There's no correlation on the timeline to the high significator, but this high significator has the same energy, overlapping energy from the 1 month as the end of day cards do. So that would indicate, you could infer from that, or deduce from that, I should say, that that would be a high. And now what we're seeing is the selling from that near overbought territory. So near overbought, we're not really at overbought. We're overbought considered at the 80 mark. Most people consider it there, so near overbought. And there's an agreement between two leaders or something like that that may be coming out after the close. Matter of fact, it looks like Congress is probably highlighted tomorrow at some point. Looks like towards the end of the day. Let me see. Matter of fact, we should have a big move back up from where we are, just looking at the 1 month. So that's, well, we kind of did actually. So there was a pretty good move there. I'd say that's a decent move. Taking any questions you guys might have. Yeah, we're probably going to break down through that 100 day. Yeah, I mean, from the standpoint of looking at like a daily chart, the 1 hour doesn't do nearly as much for me as like the 1 minute, the 5 minute, and the 10 minute. I would look at the 1 hour when I was looking at multi days. That's just me. But that's exactly what I mean by you look at different time frames, and it helps you to determine if it's got more room to go. Because you can see here we're not nearly as close to oversold here on the 5 minute, 10 minute. They're all about kind of the same, but you know, you can see this is really exactly what we had predicted here. And it's important to note that there's no trade here. There's no trade advisement at the end of the day, no correlation to a trade, nothing like that, which indicates to me that we probably have more room to the upside to go tomorrow, but that doesn't necessarily mean we don't start off lower, like around this price level. I think we probably will. Well, I started the channel I started the channel September 11th, 2020, but I didn't actually post a video until September of 2021. There was no video on here. I was doing all the video on my website. Nothing. I was doing all photo on my website. I didn't even get into video yet. I was a little, you know, there's a lot of discrimination that I grew up dealing with, not even thinking of it as discrimination at the time because it's so widely accepted to disbelieve in psychics. And so, you know, I was a little chicken to get started. One of the best things I ever did. So yeah, so you can see, guys, look at this over here. That's a significant change. You can see this is what I would call the beginning of an exponential curve. That's my sense anyways. You can kind of see it on the 90-day too. There's a definitive move higher where our base, our low side of base is rising to like 250 where it used to be around like 150. Scams don't grow faster and faster. I'm sorry, they just don't. Like, people are so dumb. I just put I'm pretty sure I just posted in NVIDIA, didn't I? Did I just post in NVIDIA? Oh my god, guys. I'm doing so many readings, I can't even, like, it's like in my head. Gobbledygook. Good old E-Trade erased my chart for no reason. Yeah, there we go. See, boom. Revisited that support level right at the close. Check it out. Where did the... Oh, the chart is still there. Haha. All right, so Queen of Discs, revisiting a support level that was recently a past opportunity. And you can see that's basically what happened. We had a move, and it's correlated to the art card. So we had a big move to the upside, followed by a big move, like a full retracement back down. Wow, that last 10 minutes was ugly. You see how different it can look on different time frames? So tonight I've got, oh, well, I'm recording tonight. I'm recording Cardano, Apple, and Avalanche. Those are getting recorded tonight and then released over like the next day or so. Doesn't look like I'm gonna. Somebody requested Doge, but it doesn't look like I'm gonna get to Doge this month. I'll do it for November. November. I don't think I'll get it for October. We'll see. I don't like to do the same month readings. I like to be a month ahead at least. It's more effective, and the further out I do it, the better the accuracy. Believe it or not. Look at that drop, guys. Oof. But again, the opportunity in the midst of a decline to open up a long position. I was not advised to sell here. Matter of fact, yikes. I was advised to sell here. Interesting. Well, I'm still technically on both sides of the market. You know, it's such a wide spread. I know. I've been trading with this my whole life. I don't understand how people trade without this, to be honest. I mean, Philip's probably a better technical trader than I am, just based on the fact that I've always traded with this stuff. It's always, even when I was learning technicals, I still had this with me. So I've always traded differently than the rest of humanity, basically. And it's like people are like, oh yeah, I don't gamble, and I'm like, dude, I don't gamble either. They don't get it. Gambling isn't 98% accurate. I'm sorry, that's not gambling. I just wish I had better control over my disciplines of when to trade and when not to trade, because I told myself for months I shouldn't. There's just a lot of stress for no reason so far in the midst of this retrograde. So I'm not really doing anything unless I see a big move and one of my legs is really in the money, which it could happen. I'll sell that. But other than that, I'm waiting to put on new positions on the 3rd. And I may miss out on a big move here or there, but it doesn't really matter, because when it comes down to it, it's Mercury retrograde, and it may look like I missed a big move, but probably I missed a big fake out or something. It would have screwed me if I'd been in, you know? Anything on this? Why don't you guys tell me? So I'm gonna be posting October readings every day till the end of the month. There's ones that I already have prepared, and there's ones that I need to start the reading, so those aren't going to get done. But out of the ones I've already done the reading, I just need to do markups and recordings. Let's see. Would you guys want to see AMD? Why don't I just put this on the screen? AMD, MGM, Netflix, SPC, I should do SPC, SYAXF, Tesla, TTOO. Those are the ones that I have. I'm already in the process of doing. So if any of those you're really interested in me doing, I can get that done tonight. I don't know if I'll get through all of them. I'm gonna try, but I don't think I'll be laying down any more cards for October at this point. There's plenty for me to work on. Let me know what you guys would prefer. So the ones in blue, if they're not done this month, they'll get done. The ones highlighted in blue, they'll get done for November for sure if they're not done this month. There's an error on my chart. I was about to freak. Yeah, look at that. So we've revisited that support level for sure, guys. I'd say a pretty accurate reading. Very difficult. Didn't give me everything I needed to see, or I didn't see everything right away. Just based on retrograde, it's really hard sometimes to read this stuff. But I'm thinking we probably open up around the same level as this support that we're bouncing off of right now. That's my sense. big move early in the morning to the upside. Huh. Oh, is it not posted? Yikes. Yeah, I thought it was posted. Thank you. Let me take care of that. Matter of fact, I think it's scheduled. Yeah, it's scheduled. Okay, so that's cool. It's coming out on the 27th. If you want to get it ahead of time, the way to do that is to get on the free mailing list. And then you get it every 21st of the month. Yeah, I feel you, man. You seem to have pretty good discipline, Philip. Like I pay attention to the things that you say you're doing, and like they're smart moves, dude. You got some discipline for sure. Discipline is probably in the top 3 most important qualities that a human should develop. Discipline. Delayed gratification. I don't know if you guys know the marshmallow test. Have any of you heard of the marshmallow test? MGM and Tesla? Okay. Yeah, sure. You got it, my man. That's cool, because I wanted to do MGM anyways. So I'll put that at the front of the list for the remainder of this month. Tesla, I believe... Did I not do Tesla? Oh, right. I found Tesla, but I didn't do it yet. Okay, so I'll do that. And matter of fact, I might be able to get quite a few more done because I tried a different spread. It's a little bit less in-depth, but it allows me to do it much faster. So there's quite a few of these that are like that, and I might be able to get more done. Could have sworn I did an NVDA. Yeah, there's an NVIDIA for October out. Just put that one out. QQQ. I can put it on the list. Like the only way to ensure, guys, I get so many requests. The only way to ensure that you're gonna get it every single month is if you go to the actual website Tarot for Traders and you sign up for a monthly subscription. Because then, like, somebody's paying for it. I make sure that it's getting done. Like the silver reading, there's a monthly silver reading. People pay for that, and then it comes out like halfway through the month. But everybody that pays for it gets it like a week ahead of the month. And it comes out every month because it's being paid for. So I'll put it on the list. I'll definitely get it done for November. QQQ is on there now. Let me make sure I highlight November. I could do that for you. Yeah, 10-year, no problem, my man. The 10 years are really, really fast. I like doing them. And I'm sure they'll be very accurate. Like I said, the further out I predict, the more accurate it is. You could see my prediction of the the basis points was off, right? I'm not always right, guys. I'm not always right. As soon as you start trading like I'm always right, you're gonna regret it. Don't do it. Just be a smart trader and use it as an edge. But in any case, I was off, and I predicted that. That original prediction for that was done like, you know, the very day before. So you can see, the further out I go, the better the accuracy. Is that GTII? Whoa, look at that. That's a big spike. Something definitely must have come out in the news on that. Interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about that chart, but I'll take a look at the reading. So let's see, 10-year for QQQ. That's on the list. Another way, guys, so if you're not like wanting to pay for a monthly to ensure that you get it every month, another way that you could basically you could almost ensure it is if there's a lot of traffic, like a lot of people, a lot of views to that one reading, I'll most likely do that reading again the next month, like AMC. There's a lot of traffic, XRP, Shipcoin, there's a lot of traffic from them, so I do them every month. So what I'm saying is, like, if you really like it, make sure you're liking and you're sharing the video, because it'll help determine what gets done the following month. Yeah, man, awesome. I'm glad I was able to help, dude. That really means a lot, Philip. That's what I got. I got the swiftness card for base S for the, base H for the GTII. I got swiftness card. So likely don't want to wait to get in on that. You should get on that relatively quickly. Let me double check that just to be sure. So it's gonna do a little selling. It's still a little the spikes there to do a little bit of selling, and in the selling, buy it. Like, don't wait. It's looking like the swiftness card is a pretty abrupt kind of move to the upside. The reason why I did it over is because this bar right here could be considered the swiftness card. Long term. I got the unicursal for long term for a 10-year. When I flipped like what it's going to do over a 10-year period, I got the unicursal. And in a case like that, I'd say this is definitely a stock worth investigating. So I'll add it to the list as well. GTII. Appreciate it, Robert. If you're interested, check it out. I'll show you when I actually laid the cards for that video. This is the 22nd. August 4th, I made that video. The video for today's reading, I laid the cards and took a photograph of it on August 4th, and then it looks like on August 12th I actually did the markup drawing of it so that I could read it easily. But it started, you know, the initial cards were laid on the 4th. Almost all of September was done on the 4th, it looks like. Or actually, all of September was done on the 4th. I'm totally screenshotting these comments, guys. They're awesome. You feel like the algorithms are personal. I know how that feels, my man. I know how that feels. I like it. Yeah, I mean, I almost this what I made just in the pre-shadow, I almost lost it due to just like time value trickling away and my moves being off, but just slightly. I mean, my moves being on point, but you know, my predictions for the big moves being on point, but with a little variation. And that's what happens with retrograde. You could be right and still lose, guys. Like, it's not like I see every single second of the market. Like, sometimes I miss things, you know, sometimes I'm right and, you know, like the internet goes out and I can't get out of a trade, you know. I mean, that stuff doesn't just happen to me, it happens to everybody, right? So you always have to take that into account. And life happens. Even when you're 100% certain that something's going to go a certain way, life could still happen. You could be right and life happens and still lose money. What is this, Getty? Let's check out Getty. Ooh, that is one ugly chart, my friend. Yikes. However, it is right around. It's actually lower than its all-time low. It's making new all-time lows. This is not a stock that I would get in. This is a stock that I would get out of. Me personally, just saying, based on what I'm seeing. So if you got out, then it was the right move in my opinion. Yeah, time to get out. I was expecting it here, but this unicursal does not bode well, my friend. The 27th, it's actually the 28th when we look at the one days. So this is probably one of the most significant things that I look for. Well, where did it go? When I'm analyzing the cards, the overlapping time frames, and by that I mean like a monthly of October, and then all of the dailies of October, and then the 1 year, you know, like, so when I'm analyzing all that, one thing that I look for, one of the first things I look for are cross correlations, or cross reading congruencies. So what I mean by that is, like, here on the 28th we have the unicursal. Unicursal did not show up on any of these days, right? Why is it giving me a hard time? Right? No unicursal. it's also important sometimes to notice what you don't see happening. So this was the Queen passing. That was predicted, although I thought it was going to be Biden. Matter of fact, I didn't think it was going to be Biden, but I thought it was going to be somebody in the U.S. But my point is that on the it appears on the 28th, and that's significant because on the 1 month we have, on the 27th, on the 1 month overview for the September reading, we have the unicursal. So there's very likely a big drop here. King of Wands, there's going to be a big push up on the 27th. It looks like a big move to the upside will stand out on a 1 month. But that's an opportunity to position for a big drop. We have a breakdown of the rally on the 20. I mean, and you have to give these a little leeway, guys, you know. Breakdown of the rally on the 28th through a diagonal trend line. And then we break down through a support level that we recently broke down through, a key support level that we recently broke down through already on the 29th. Yeah, I tried to do a stock photo for Getty Images a long time ago. One of the things I tried to make money on the side while I was broke, but they didn't accept my iPhone photos. You know, I mean, some of them were really good. Yeah, I mean, that's I think Shemitah's already happening, but yeah, there's the end of the year, so technically that would be the end of a cycle, right? And you know, sometimes when you see like a really big move, right? When you see a really big move to the upside, it's preceded by a sharp decline a lot of the time. But there's definitely a big deal going on here, and there's like a really big decline off of the high in October. SLGG. Not coming up, or is it just slow? Doesn't look like E-Trade's got it, but I'll put it on the list. Ooh, Philip. 10 years, the star card for that stock. That's super auspicious. Super auspicious for a 10-year to get the star card. What did they do? The SLGG. Sorry guys. TikTok again giving me issues. E-gaming. Interesting. Hey, thanks Caroline. You too. All right, guys. Unless you have any other questions, I'll probably head off. I'll grab some water. I'll give you guys a minute to ask me your last questions. Hopefully, I didn't miss anyone. Oh, that's weird. Somebody in Bangladesh messaged me. It's only read only for multi-stream. I can't respond on there for whatever reason, but they messaged me from Facebook. That's cool. It's kind of hard to say. I don't see a lower low in October based on the 1 year. I do not see a lower low in October. Doesn't mean it's all clear, you know, everything's going to go dandy, but October, beginning of October, we get pushed down a little bit. It looks like some headwinds. And there's a move, the high in October offers an opportunity to position oneself on the short side. Same thing goes for November. It looks like we've got a significant drop in December to a, I mean, it won't be like a year's low or anything, but it'll be a significant drop to a low for the month of December. And you got to keep in mind, guys, we're coming out of retrograde. This whole period right here, the 2nd through the 16th of October is significantly volatile. And then you mix it with being within 10 days of a solar eclipse, and chances are there is a notable drop in there. And when we look at the 1 month of October, there's this jumble over here. It appears on a bunch of different 1 months for October. It's a market. There's some market-wide like major price swing here, or swings here around like the 10th through the 12th. And then again, I see like lows are at the end of the month on the 24th, but we do have what appears to be a rally. It's interesting though, because the rally it goes against what I know of Mercury retrograde. Like we should see more decline, but then again, we probably will see a pretty sharp drop here, but it depends on how high we go. If we don't have much of a rally here, to answer your question concisely, if we don't have much of a rally in the first week of October, it's possible that we will see lower lows. My sense is that we have a pretty decent rally in the first week of October, and then we have sharp lows that we probably revisit again, or sharp drops to revisit lows again. That's my sense. But yeah, it's mixed. October's really mixed, guys. Looks like at the end of the month there's a notable high after like a big dip in the market. All right, Robert, let me take a look. That's MCW for the rest of the year. So it looks like it's going to be moving sideways along support for the rest of the year. It might rise a little bit and meet like the nearest significant resistance, like tap it and then come back down and continue rotating along support. That's what I see for the majority of the year. So it's a bit mixed. Yeah, another mixed card. That's for MCW. Yeah, it's for 2023. I got the Prudence card. I would personally, I stay away from this card, especially when it's like like this represents all of 2023. Not looking so good. I would probably get out of that stock. SLGG and AESE. Funny. All right, guys, I'm gonna head off. I'll probably pop onto TikTok for a little bit if you haven't got enough of me yet. I'll probably pop onto TikTok and do some free yes or no questions just momentarily, guys. So with that said, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys did all right based on what I was seeing happen yesterday. Hopefully some people made some money on that drop. And remember, guys, follow that rule of karma. If you don't know what the rule of karma is, check out the video on our YouTube channel. It explains. It's a quick video. Super important to follow the rule of karma, my friends. And with that said, I'll see you guys on